Hello everyone, this is Professor Yashoda. Today we'll take a topic an elastic properties of materials of Model 2 and Engineering Physics. We know what is Young's modulus, what is rigidity modulus and what is Poisson's ratio. Now let us take the relation between Young's modulus, rigidity modulus and a Poisson's ratio. To understand this, let us take an example cube. A cube consists of 6 faces. Let us label the 6 faces like A, B, C, D and P, Q or S. And let us consider the one of the face is fixed to the rigid support. And out of 6 faces, let us consider the one of the face like A, P, S, D is the one of the face of the cube. Let DS is fixed to the rigid support. Let DS is fixed to the rigid support. When a deforming force is applied to the upper face of the cube along AP, so that it causes the relative displacement at the different parts of the cube, so that A moves to A dash, P moves to P dash. When a deforming force is applied along AP, there is a shearing strain along AP. It can be considered that an equivalent to a longitudinal strain along dP dash and a lateral strain along A dash S. So there is a compression along A, S and there is a elongation along the diagonal dP dash. So due to compression along A dash S, the elongation increases along dP dash and also due to shearing strain. So there is a turning effect in the body. Due to this turning effect also, the length of the diagonal increases along dP dash. Now let us find this length of dP dash. If alpha and beta are the longitudinal strain and lateral strain coefficients which produces along dP per unit stress. Let T be the applied stress along AP. So there is an extension produced for the length dP. One is due to tensile stress. One is due to tensile stress. So tensile stress is equal to applied stress into dP into alpha. So this is tensile stress. This and also the extension produced for the length dP is due to one more is compressive stress. Due to compression also, the extension will be produced for the length dP. So, compressive stress will be equal to T into dP into beta. So, therefore, total extension produced for the length dP is equal to dP into T into alpha plus beta. So, why this total extension is produced along dP? One is due to tensile stress, another due to compressive stress. Because of compressive, it is perpendicular to the diagonal dP, the elongation is increased along dP dash. So, that is the reason the extension is increased along dP. So, we can also understand that total extension in dP is approximately equal to P dash x. So, when P dash x we supposed to find here, to find that let us draw a perpendicular a PX is perpendicular to DP dash, so that we can find P dash X here. P dash X is the extension along DP. So what is the extension along DP is only P dash X. So we can take dp will be equal to p dash x. So in place of dp, we can write now p dash x will be equal to dp into t into alpha plus beta. Now to find p dash x, first we find dp. What is dp? dp we can calculate from the triangle PDS. This is for the sake of understanding, I will explain. So I have written to the right side. Now let us find dp by taking a triangle PDS. Now I will show you the triangle in the diagram. PDS. PDS is a triangle. In this triangle, let us find now dp. To find dp, let us apply the Pythagoras theorem. So, Pythagoras theorem says that dp square will be equal to ds square plus sp square. Now, let us assume the length of each side of the cube is L. Now, we can substitute that in this equation. dp square will be equal to ds square is L square plus sp square is also L square. Therefore, dp square will be equal to 2L square. dp will be equal to the root of 2 into L, because L square and the root get cancelled, so only we get dp equal to root 2L. And we can substitute now this dp in this expression. So, in place of dp, we can write here root 2 into L into T into alpha plus beta, that is equal to P dash X. Now let us find what is P dash X. Now to find P dash X, let us take a triangle P dash X. P dash X is the one of the triangle. Now I will show you in the figure. P dash X is the triangle. Now in this triangle, we have to find what is P dash X. What is the extension in the diagonal, we have to find out now. To find this P dash X, so let us take a triangle P dash X. Now in this triangle, let us take, this is the angle theta. Now cos theta will be equal to, adjacent by hypotenuse. So which is the adjacent part in this triangle? The triangle part, any angle opposite to the triangle, opposite is opposite. This is an opposite and this is the adjacent and this is the hypotenuse. So adjacent is P dash X and hypotenuse is P dash. Now let us take now the cos theta will be equal to, adjacent by hypotenuse, and cos theta will be equal to adjacent is in the triangle P dash X by P dash. Now we want P dash X. So cross multiply P dash to the left side, so that it becomes P dash X will be equal to cos theta into P dash. So P dash X will be equal to now cos theta. What is the angle at which the body is turned now? So the angle is 45 degree because PX is perpendicular to DP dash. So that this is 90 degree and other two are 45 degree, because this is isosceles right angle triangle, so that this angle is 45 degree. we can take now this angle 45 degree and we can substitute in place of theta. So cos 45 will be root 1 by root 2. So we can write P dash x will be equal to P dash by root 2. So we can substitute this in the equation. So we can substitute it in place of the equation P dash x, and also P dash will be equal to x. So what is the elongation? The elongation, we can assume that it is x. So how much it is elongated along AP means we doesn't know. It may be a 1 centimeter, it may be a 2 centimeter, or it may be a 5 centimeter. So we can take that as x, the unknown number. So in place of P dash x, let us take x now. Now substitute P dash will be equal to x by root 2. Now the equation becomes root 2 into L into T into alpha plus beta will be equal to x by root 2. Rearrange this expression now. Root 2 into root 2, the root 2 whole square. The square and the root get cancels and remains 2 into alpha plus beta. We keep it one side and remaining all other terms we take it to the other side. So 2 into alpha plus beta will be equal to x by t into L. And invert this equation. So as inverting the above equation, we get 1 by 2 into 1 by alpha plus beta will be equal to TL will go to the numerator, so that TL by x. And rearrange this expression, the right side expression. So the right side expression TL by x, we can also write like this. L you take to the denominator to the x. So that T by x by L will be equal to T by x by L is theta. That is shearing angle. That is equal to, where T by theta is rigidity modulus. So theta will be equal to x by L. So therefore, in place of T by theta will be equal to eta, then eta will be equal to 1 by 2 into alpha plus beta. So can rearrange this expression. Eta will be equal to 1 by alpha, we can take it to outside and we can write like this: 2 into alpha into 1 plus beta by alpha. And we can take this alpha to the numerator now. Eta will be equal to 1 by alpha into alpha by, that is eta will be equal to 1 by alpha by 2 into 1 plus sigma, where sigma is beta by alpha. Let us call this equation 1. Now, let us find Young's modulus. As per the definition, Young's modulus will be equal to stress by strain. So, what kind of a stress? It is a longitudinal stress by longitudinal strain. So, you have applied a stress. And now we can rearrange this equation. A stress, you take it to the denominator to the longitudinal strain, so that the equation we can write Young's modulus will be equal to 1 by longitudinal strain by stress. And that is equal to 1 by a strain along dP. The longitudinal strain is nothing but a strain along dP by unit stress. So that a longitudinal strain along dP by the stress will be equal to alpha. So that y is equal to 1 by alpha. We can substitute this in place of 1 by alpha is Young's modulus. So that the equation 1 becomes eta will be equal to 1 by alpha is y. And that divided by 2 into 1 plus sigma. So rearrange this equation where y will be equal to 2 into eta into 1 plus sigma. So this is the relation between Young's modulus, rigidity modulus and Poisson's ratio. Thank you.